You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I am back. Rudrance for Black and White Sports 2. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, like, comment, share. Let's talk about Cowboys legend and one of my favorite NFL players of all time. And I'm not even a Cowboys fan, but I continue to say he's absolutely in there for one of the greatest receivers ever, and that's Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin's great on television, all right? NFL Network, NFL Game Day. That pregame show, boy, you could tell I just turned it off when he was not going to be available on that show for the Super Bowl, of course, very publicly. He is accused of some heinous acts by somebody that works for Marriott Hotel down in Arizona. And Michael Irvin has, of course, filed a massive lawsuit. There's word that that's a $100 million lawsuit against many different individuals down there, as well as the local franchise for that Marriott Hotel and corporate Marriott. All right? They accuse Michael Irvin of these acts, and as they always tell you, if you are innocent, scream it from the hills. Well, he not only has screamed it from the hills, but he has filed a massive lawsuit, and they say, sue the shit out of whoever's accusing you. Well, Michael Irvin's doing just that. He's doing just that. He's saying he did not say anything that could be construed as a threat towards that woman in Arizona. Well, of course, NFL Network and ESPN booted Michael Irvin off Super Bowl coverage. He's been removed from was removed from NFL draft coverage and, of course, taken off First Take. Now, a couple of weeks ago, Stephen A. Smith come out and said, we want Michael Irvin back. We want him back. I want him back. They're very good friends. Of course, he's a Giants fan. Irvin being, of course, diehard, unapologetic Cowboy supporter because he played for the boys, right? So, Michael Irvin, some pictures have emerged of Michael Irvin. My God, Michael Irvin looks like he could still get out there and play. Jesus. This guy's in his 50s. I swear, I think he's got an 8-pack. I mean, good job, Michael Irvin. We know him and Troy Aikman, by the way. Troy Aikman looks phenomenal, too. Puts in the work. And they are true workout warriors. I mean, he's getting real damn close to 60 years old. So, we've got this, and we also got him making a comment about the Raiders. So we're going to get to that because he come out and said, the Raiders' problems may not have been Derek Carr. And I will say this, I'm very skeptical of this move. I think this move by the Raiders. Now, look, I would have been more skeptical. They got Jimmy Garoppolo. He fits in that offense. I don't think there's much drop-off, if any. In fact, offensively, they may improve a little bit with Jimmy G, provided Jimmy can stay healthy. But I don't think Derek Carr was the issue either, okay? Two things can be true. I think Derek Carr went down to New Orleans. He's got with his old coach, Dennis Allen. They got John Gruden in there to help install that offense. That's going to be at least very good weapons down there in New Orleans and a good defense. We are greatly underestimating the New Orleans Saints, I believe, this year. Would not shock me a bit if they win 10 or 11 games and run away with that NFC South. So, let's get to this. This is Sportskeeda, and we've got RaidersRamble.com, but we've got a video here. Even as he pushes 60 years old, Michael Irvin is still in peak physical form, and his latest public appearance proves it. The former Dallas Cowboys wide receiver was recently spotted at a beachside charity event at the Ocean Manor Beach Resort's Bamboo Beach Tiki Bar. The embedded photos show he is still boasting a well-built physique that he had in the 1990s. And here it is right here. Thank you, Michael Irvin, for showing up at this charity event. And you know what he did? He turned it into a toast for the @2023 Dallas Cowboys. Of course, you can imagine Irvin, there he is, my God. I mean, Irvin is still going, look at Michael, phenomenal shape. Absolutely phenomenal shape. Wearing his Dallas Cowboys hat. I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Good for Mike. That's great. Of course, as a recurring guest on First Take, Michael has established himself as one of the more prominent figures, especially when it comes to the discussion about his former team. However, amidst a suspension from the NFL Network for harassment, ESPN may be attempting to cut its losses and replace him with Shannon Sharpe. God, yeah. I mean, Shannon Sharpe's probably, he's definitely in play there for ESPN. I know there's some of these big, emerging gambling networks, right? Like DraftKings has got a media platform now. FanDuel's got a media platform. And they've got the money to add some of this talent. Look, guys, they've got those big buildings for a reason. They've got a shit ton of money to hire these media personalities. So,
Jimmy Garoppolo to the Raiders. What do you think of him?
I got to see that play out now. If Gropp had an early great start in New England, he'll be coming back to that offense. He knows it. Hopefully it'll be helpful for him. The Raiders' problem wasn't always Carr problem. The Raiders' problem was defense a lot of the time. So, a lot of times they put up a lot of points on other teams, but the defense couldn't hold it up.
So Marcus Peters might help him out this year?
No doubt Marcus Peters.
Yeah, so look, Marcus Peters, I believe, just got signed with the Raiders. That's going to help. But Irvin just said, Derek Carr wasn't always the problem here. But he does think there's potential with Garoppolo. I agree with that too. And in case you didn't exactly hear what he said, quote, I got to see that play out now. Garoppolo had an early great start in New England. He'll be coming back in that offense. He knows it. That will be helpful for him. The Raiders' problem wasn't always Carr. The Raiders' problem wasn't always Carr. Their problem was their defense. A lot of the time, they put up a lot of points on other teams, but the defense couldn't hold up. And he's not wrong at all. At all. I mean, it's been pretty well known. The defense has been the issue for many years with the Oakland Raiders / Las Vegas Raiders now. And, I saw a report just came out, in fact. I guess Jalen Smith is going down to work out with the Raiders, and there's some talk of them maybe signing him, and I don't know how that's going to play out. Let's see. Raiders are working out free agent linebacker Jalen Smith per report. They just got Marcus Peters, of course. He is a damn good defensive player. There's no doubt about it. He should, and he's already in camp. He's signing autographs, yada, yada, yada. This is what we're looking at with Peters. 3 times Pro Bowler, 2-time first-team All-Pro, 2019 league leader in pick sixes and interception yards. So, look, anything will help the Raiders' defense at this point. It seems like anything. But who knows how the scheme's going to turn out? Who knows how good that's going to turn out? So I think Michael Irvin's right about that. I think Carr is fixing the show. He can win some games. Now, once they get in the playoffs, the Saints, who knows what's going to happen. But don't look now, but Derek Carr, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFC. Now, the NFC's way down on quarterbacks. That's not the point. Okay? All he's got to do is get through certain quarterbacks. And you got Jared Goff, you got Jalen Hurts, you got Dak Prescott, you got Derek Carr, you got Brock Purdy. You're trying to tell me Derek Carr can't, on a given day, outplay one of those guys? Sure he can. Sure he can. Absolutely. Now, who knows how that would turn out, if they were to make it, let's say, to the Super Bowl and they end up against Patrick Mahomes. But Derek Carr and the Raiders, it went toe-to-toe offensively with Kansas City before. Not to mention, you'd be very familiar. I'm not saying the Saints and Derek Carr going to the Super Bowl, but, you know, far as just quarterbacks he's going to have to play against, yeah. I mean, he's from the NFC standpoint, he's right there, you know, top 5 or 6. I mean, let's see. Prescott, Hurts, Purdy. I mean, Purdy's not in the top 6, right? Jared Goff. I mean, Kirk Cousins. I mean, yeah. Shit, that's not even a stretch. So, anyway, tell me what you think, Black and White Sports 2 supporters. Michael Irvin, public appearance. Couple of them. Look, Mike, grab you a camera. Get you a mic. Sit down like Marcellus Wiley. Like Skip Bayless. And create you a YouTube channel. And look, Michael Irvin will have hundreds of thousands of subs within like 6 weeks with millions of views. People will absolutely tune in for the Michael Irvin show if he decided he wanted to do that. And then he works for himself. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.